What's up? So just to get everything out of the way right now, the reason why I'm wearing this jacket is because it is like 13 degrees here in fucking Alaska, California. But I did make sure my titty's still visible. So if you ever get tired of this, just take a peek. So I wanted to talk to you guys about something that happened to me at work yesterday that made me feel like the remains of a snail that someone stepped on after the sprinklers turned off. So at work, I work in the clothes department, and we have a fitting room, of course. And although most of my coworkers aren't as strict when it comes to my fitting room, I rule that fitting room like it is my kingdom and I am the queen of England. I be chopping people's heads off. I'm like, 6 items, that's it, no more. You can have less is fine. Someone walks up with like 6 items and a bracelet. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. No, you need to leave. Some lady trying to come up with like a stroller with her baby in it, and I'm like, that handicap stall is closed and that stroller is not gonna fit in any of the other fitting rooms. But can I bring the baby in, please? Because it's just a baby. No, bitch, you ain't going in my fitting room with that stroller. If you want, you could like set him up and like balance him on a little chair thing that we got in there. If he falls over, that's on you, but you ain't bringing that stroller back there, okay? People be coming out with less items that they had. I'm like, bitch, did you leave items in the fitting room right now? I will clock you upside the head with this book. You want me to clock you upside the head with this book? You better go get your 6 items out of that fitting room before I clock you in the head with this book. So I'm standing at my fitting room, and here comes some old lady. She's got this like hat on or something, but I don't really notice it until later, as you will find out why. And she comes up and she's got these 3 like these beanies, like hats kind of things. So I'm like, me being my judgmental self, I'm like, hello. And she was like, hi, I've got 3 items. This is all I have. Like, can I get a fitting room? I look at her and I look what's in her hands. I look back up at her and I'm like, you need a fitting room for those? And she's like, yeah, I just like to try it on in the fitting room. I'm like, you need a fitting room for hats. You want to try some hats in the fitting room. Why can't you try them on out here? And I'm sitting here like going on, like saying like, why do you need a fitting room for your hats? Like, no, it's busy. People need that to try on clothes. And then she looks at me and she says something that made me feel like I deserved to get a mammogram from a very angry gynecologist. I don't have hair. I have cancer. I looked at her and then I looked in the mirror at myself, and at that moment I felt like I knew what it felt like to squat over a newborn baby and pee all over its face. I had never felt so worse in my entire life. So I'm sitting here like stuttering like, oh my, I'm so sorry, I didn't even know, I'm so sorry. And she's just making a joke. She's like, it's hard to try on hats when you're bald, fucking bitch. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And I can already hear the fucking nosy ass people in the fitting rooms being like, ooh, you done fucked up, girl. I was like, someone just run me over with a lawnmower already, for real. So the lesson of the day, everyone who works in retail here, is don't judge nobody. Don't judge a book by its cover. Nah, fuck that. I'm still gonna be the Hitler in my fitting room. Titties out.